Today I'm going to look at the top two notes on the guitar, your E note and the A note, and the notes that go up the neck. So if we start on the top string open, it's an E note, and then it goes up alphabetically. So you've got the F, which is the first fret, and then you go to the G, which is your third fret. You come up to the A, which is the fifth fret. Then you come to a B, which is your seventh fret. You come to the C, which is an eighth fret. D, which is the 10th fret, and E, which is the 12th fret. It's quite easy to come up the neck and memorise the notes when you know where the positions are, because if you're doing it alphabetically, but to jump to them notes can be quite difficult to find. So a good way of doing it would be then to try and think of the notes actually coming down the neck rather than just going up the neck. So if you start here on the E, because the notes repeat on the 12th fret the same as the open note, so you're back to the E here, and if you come down to the 10th fret you've got the D. If you come to the 8th fret you've got the C. If you come to the 7th fret you've got the B. If you come to the 5th fret you've got the A. If you come to the 3rd fret you've got the G. If you come to the 1st fret you've got the F, and then you've got the E open. When you start to feel a bit more confident with the notes on that one string, try picking out the individual notes. So think of an A, which is on the 5th fret. You can go up to the C, which is on the 8th fret. You could come to the G, which is on the 3rd fret. You could come back up to the E on the 12th fret, or the D on the 10th fret, the A on the 5th fret, the F, which is the 1st fret. Now the next string down is the A string, and the A string doesn't follow exactly the same pattern going up the neck. The notes are in slightly different positions. So you start off with the open string again, which is an A, but then we come to the 2nd fret this time for the B, and then we go to the 3rd fret for the C, and then we come up to the 5th fret for the D. We come to the 7th fret for the E. Now between the E and the F there's only a semitone, so now we're going to the 8th fret for the F note, and then we come to the 10th fret, and here we have a G, and then we're back to the A, the same as the open on the 12th fret. And again, try coming down the neck as well as going up the neck. So you up here on the 12th fret, which is the A. We come to the 10th fret, which is the G. We come to the 8th fret, which is an F. The 7th fret, which is an E. We come down to the 5th fret, which is a D. The 3rd fret is a C. The 2nd fret is a B, and then we have the A open. Now again with this string, try picking out the different notes. I think a good way to memorise here on the 7th and 8th fret of the top two strings, you've got this B and C and the E and F. So again, try picking them out so you know this is the E and the F. You know up here on the 12th is the A, and the open string is the A. You've got this C note here, which is a root when you do a C chord on the 3rd fret of the A string. The B is the 2nd fret. You've got a D here, which is the 5th fret of the A string. You've got the 8th fret, which is an F, the 7th fret, which is an E, the 10th fret, which is a G note, and the 12th fret, which is an A note. Now knowing the notes on the top two strings is really, really important, because when you're doing your bar chords, this will become your root. If you're playing the E shape, when you move that up the neck, this then becomes the root and the name of the chord. So in this position it would be G on the 3rd fret. If you come to the 5th fret you've got your A chord. With the 2nd one down, The shape has slightly changed to get that C, but again this is your root, so knowing that this is a C note, this gives you your C root for your bar chord. Coming up onto the fifth, this being a D note, this will give you your D chord. Coming down to here, which is the second fret of the A string, which is a B, this will give you your B chord. So once you feel you've got a fairly good understanding of the top two strings, it's not a bad idea then to try and pick out the notes, but on the opposite strings. The third fret here of the E string is a G, the fifth fret of the A string is a D. If we come up to the 10th fret of the A string, we have a G. If we come to the 10th fret of the E string, we have a D. If we come to the 7th fret of the E string, we have a B. If we come to the 7th fret of the A string, we have an E. And because we know this is an E, this is your F. We know this is a B, so this is your C. This is your G. This is your C. This is your B note. This is an F note. So remember, the open string on the guitar and the 12th fret of the guitar are both E notes on the top string. On the next string down, the open string is an A, the 12th fret is an A.